Counterattack. Ukrainian forces destroy hundreds of Russian combat equipment in a week at Rabotino. Ukraine's defense forces eliminated approximately 4,150 Russian troops and destroyed 107 artillery systems and dozens more of military equipment, vehicles, and weapon systems within the past week, the Ukrainian military said on Sunday. During the week of August 7 to 13, Ukraine's defense forces destroyed about 4,150 enemy personnel, said First Deputy Defense Minister Oleksandr Pavlyuk on Telegram. He added that the Russian army lost a significant number of weapons and military equipment, including 61 tanks, 73 armored fighting vehicles, 107 artillery pieces, 8 multiple rocket launchers, MRL, 11 air defense systems, 102 vehicles, and 26 special vehicles. Pavlyuk also said Ukraine's defense forces shot down 2 helicopters, 20 enemy missiles, and 78 unmanned aerial vehicles. Meanwhile, Russia said Ukraine lost 20 pieces of equipment and more than half of the military personnel in an attempt to attack the village of Rabotino in the Zaporozhye region. State news agency TASS cited the acting governor of the region Yevgeny Belitsky as saying, "Tonight, the enemy made an attempt to activate his forces in the direction of Rabotino and advanced 2 assault groups reinforced with tanks, 6 combat vehicles, and 40 manpower. Plus, during the movement, the enemy called for reinforcements. The enemy suffered a crushing defeat. The remnants of the group retreated to previously occupied positions. The enemy's losses amounted to 20 pieces of equipment, and the loss of manpower amounted to 60% of the personnel," Belitsky said on Telegram. Separately, the Russian air defense systems intercepted 8 HIMARS shells in a day and destroyed 25 drones, according to Defense Ministry spokesman Lieutenant General Igor Konashenkov. During the day, air defense systems intercepted 8 rockets of the HIMARS multiple launch rocket system. In addition, 25 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were destroyed in the areas of the settlements of Kremenaya, Rubizhny, Zolotarevka of the Lugansk People's Republic, Trudovskoye, Gorlovka of the Donetsk People's Republic, Chapaevka and Ochirevatoy of the Zaporozhye region. Furthermore, the Russian Defense Ministry said that Ukraine forces lost more than 300 military personnel in the Donetsk direction during the day. In the Donetsk direction, active and well-coordinated actions of units of the Southern Group of Forces, with continuous support from artillery fire, successfully repelled 6 attacks by assault groups of the 110th Mechanized, 5th Assault, 81st Airmobile, and 79th Air Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of settlements Belogorivka, Veselo, Krasnogorovka, and also west of Kleshevka of the Donetsk People's Republic, Konashenkov said. He added that Ukrainian forces' losses in this direction during the day amounted to more than 300 servicemen killed and wounded, 3 armored combat vehicles and 2 vehicles. Ukrainian forces appear to have pushed into the main Russian defensive line. It's been a hard fight to get there, and more tough fighting lies ahead. Ukraine launched its counter-offensive operations roughly 3 months ago, and efforts to break through Russian defenses and regain occupied territory have been relatively slow. But recent forward movement in the country's southeast near Zaporizhzhia is sparking cautious optimism that more progress is on its way. On Monday, Ukraine's Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov said that Ukraine's forces broke the first line, adding that they are expanding their foothold. The next day, geolocated footage showed that Ukrainian infantry had advanced to the northwest of Verbova, a small village east of newly liberated Rabotino and southeast of Zaporizhzhia on the Dnipro River. OSINT analysts then noted Wednesday that Ukraine had pushed into the main defensive line. While it's still somewhat unclear what Ukraine controls, the geolocated footage seems to show Russian control over the outskirts of the settlement is degraded, according to an update from the Institute for the Study of War. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine said troops had also advanced south of Rabotino. In both cases, Ukraine faces tough defenses as they attempt to push forward into the main line. Extensive minefields covered by artillery and aviation have plagued the counteroffensive, at times hindering operations with Western-provided assets like Leopard tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles, and forcing soldiers to move forward on foot.
Навестич!